Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Master channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about yet another project that will be listed on Coinbase tomorrow. And this project is called Celer Network or the Celer token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website celer.network in order to learn more about this project. But before we talk about Celer Network, I want to talk to you guys about ITAS Capital. ITAS Capital, if you are a citizen or resident of the United States, then this is the best platform for you to invest in crypto using your IRAs. So you can basically use your ITAS Capital account to buy and sell crypto 24/7 in your tax advantage IRAs, right? So it's a pretty important platform and tool to definitely take advantage of. So if you go to the website itascapital.com and search for their information, which includes pricing information, you can first of all see that they have some of the most transparent pricing mechanisms in place of any platform in the market. And if you see, this basically includes a monthly fee-free account for your personal use, which is pretty crazy. And if you see, they have some of the lowest transaction fee of any platform, right? This includes a 1% cryptocurrency transaction fee, a $50 over spot per ounce for gold, and $2.50 over spot per ounce for silver, right? So these are some of the lowest in the crypto space right now. And when you set up an ITAS Capital account, what will you get? You basically get a new IRA account, as we know, and you basically get the fact that they'll facilitate the transfer, rollover, or contribution to fund your new IRA account, as well as the fact that they'll provide you with all the IRS and tax reporting services, and they also provide you with unlimited storage with institutional custody partners. So your funds will be stored with a trusted custody partner, as well as the fact that they provide all platform support and maintenance, and all of this is provided to you for no additional or hidden account fees, right? So that's pretty crazy if you ask me. And if you scroll further below, you can see some of their own videos which talks about their pricing and fee mechanisms. And if you scroll even further below, you can find videos about their in-kind transfers that you can do to your ITAS Capital account, right? So if you scroll further below, you can see their FAQ section, which will help you understand in answering some of the questions that you may have about this platform. And if you use the link in the description to set up your ITAS Capital account with $1,000, you basically get a $10 welcome bonus, which is on top of all the benefits that we've discussed so far, right? And by using the link in the description to setting up your ITAS Capital account, you're also supporting the Brutal Investors channel, for which I thank in advance. So going back to the Celer Network token, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information present on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with the information present on the website itself. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is Celer Network? Celer Network is a blockchain interoperability protocol enabling a one-click user experience accessing tokens, DeFi, GameFi, NFTs, governance, and more across multiple chains. So what Celer Network does is it is a interoperable protocol, blockchain protocol basically, that allows you to get a one-click user experience, which means it's as simple as just clicking a single button to access DeFi, GameFi, NFTs, governance, and so on and so forth across multiple different chains, right? So developers can build interchain native dApps using the Celer interchain messaging framework to gain access to efficient liquid utilization or liquidity utilization, coherent application logic, and shared states. So here they're kind of going a little bit into detail when it comes to the functionalities of Celer. Apart from just being a multi-chain interoperable blockchain platform, it also provides developers with an interchain messaging framework that you can use to communicate with other members of the chain as well, right? So that's the main focus of Celer Network. Users of Celer-enabled dApps will enjoy the benefits of a diverse multi-blockchain ecosystem with the simplicity of a single token user interface across all from a single chain. So basically, you can get a lot of information, from a single chain using the Celer Network's multi-blockchain ecosystem, right? And if you scroll below, they talk about the architecture, which is a little bit more technical, which I highly recommend you guys to read through it yourself. But the most important section for this video, which is why is Celer Network unique, and why would you choose to invest in Celer Network compared to some other token, right? So Celer fundamentally changes how multi-blockchain dApps are built and used. So the first thing you need to understand is that Celer Network is trying to change and make it easy on how a particular multi-blockchain dApp or application can work, right? Instead of deploying multiple isolated copies of smart contracts on different blockchains, developers can now build interchain native dApps with efficient liquidity utilization, coherent application logic, and shared states. So instead of using a dApp and copying that smart contract in multiple different chains, let's say for example SushiSwap, for example, right? It's available in multiple different blockchains, but the thing is it's just a copy and paste from Ethereum blockchain to multiple different chains, right? So it's not really multi-blockchain, it's just a manual copy and paste of one blockchain's dApp to multiple other blockchains, right? But in contrast, what Celer Network does is they basically create or allow for developers to create a multi-blockchain smart contract, which is by default available on multiple different blockchains. Thereby, you can make it easily and seamlessly, pass tokens from one blockchain to another blockchain within the platform's inbuilt multi-blockchain facilities, right? So that's one thing that is very important that Celer Network offers compared to some other projects. Users of Celer-enabled dApps will enjoy the benefits of a diverse multi-blockchain ecosystem with the simplicity of a single transaction user interface without complicated manual interactions across multiple blockchains. So they're trying to make all the hard work of a user go away by making it easier for the users to interact with the particular app or dApps, as well as make it easier for developers to facilitate that building as well, right? If you scroll further below, Celer uses smart contract that are deployed on each chain paired with the State Guardian network, a Tendermint based blockchain, in order to enable seamless blockchain interoperability. So they kind of go a little bit into technicality here. So they uses smart contracts that are basically deployed on each paired chain or chain paired with a State Guardian network Tendermint based blockchain. So they are paired with a State Guardian network, which is also a Tendermint based blockchain, in order to enable seamless multi-blockchain interoperability. To send a message or evoke a smart contract function cross-chain, a user or a dApp will first send their intention as a message with a structured header and arbitrary binary payload to a message bus smart contract on the source chain. Again, this is also going a little bit more detailed, which is beyond the scope of this video. You guys can go through that yourself. But overall, what they're trying to do is they're trying to allow for interoperability as well as interchain communication to happen seamlessly without having to rely on external channels as like in other blockchains, right? So those are the main information that you need to understand about the Celer network. If you scroll further below, they're talking about their security and how the Celer network is secured. So this is quite important. So I'll just briefly go through this one, because Celer network is secured in a different kind of way compared to traditional blockchains, right? So Celer's supporting pillar, the State Guardian network, is a decentralized proof of stake blockchain that serves as a message router between different blockchains. So they have a pillar which kind of like acts as a pillar. This is called the State Guardian network, which we already discussed right now. Is a decentralized proof of stake blockchain, right? It's a proof of stake blockchain in of itself that kind of acts as a messaging router between the different blockchains. So it kind of acts as a main source of message transmission between different blockchains. So SGN facilitates general message passing and cross-chain fund transfer and provides proof of stake security, fast finality, and low cost for Celer-enabled dApps. So the SGN network basically facilitates the messaging as well as cross-chain fund transfers between one blockchain to another blockchain, as well as provides proof-of-stake security for the overall network with lowest cost and extremely fast finalities, right? Celer has completed 3 separate smart contract audits with Certic, Peak Shield, and Slomo. So they are a fully audited platform with 3 major auditing firms auditing them. Celer also has a standing $2 million bug bounty program on ImmuneFi to encourage community and white hat efforts to securing and improving the network. So if you are a developer who can find bugs from Celer Network, you can basically participate in the community bounty program for Celer on ImmuneFi and win a chance to basically get $2 million in bug bounty program, right? So that's one thing that's definitely cool and it hasn't been claimed yet, which means Celer Network is quite secure, right? So going to the website itself, which is celer.network, right off the bat, you can see that they have some of the most coolest websites on the crypto space. Blockchains connected, every dApp, every asset, every user. So the main goal is to connect different aspects of blockchains into one interoperable chain through Celer, right? So they are fast, secure, and low cost, which is obviously things that we need these days. And here they talk about what is Celer. So assets and dApps, you can basically bring in and bring out assets from different blockchains onto Celer Network, right? If you scroll further below, you can clearly see you can learn more by clicking on the learn more button here. So you can use Celer for the following reasons. You can basically stake the Celer tokens, which helps secure Celer and capture network value. This is pretty evident. You can basically stake. It's a proof of stake kind of blockchain for the central state guardian network, and therefore you can stake to earn staking rewards while securing the network, right? If we scroll further below, you can see some of the options to stake Celer directly as a decentralized validator. You can also run a validator node. You can also learn more by clicking on the learn more button, right? So multi-blockchain asset bridge, instant transfer, and zero trust. So it's fully decentralized and a peer-to-peer transfer bridge. You can use the app by clicking on the use the app button here. But it's pretty cool. Easy access, 100x lower cost for DeFi. Again, it's some of the cheapest blockchains out there, and you basically pay a fraction of a penny when it comes to transaction fees on Celer with extremely fast transaction finality, right? So build on Celer. So what can you build on Celer? You can basically build using the cBridge SDK, which is a software development kit, Celer Interchain Message SDK, and you have other SDKs as well at the bottom. So 37 chains that are supported. So currently they have multiple different chains that are supported through their Celer Bridge, which is a popular bridge for moving assets between different blockchains. So you can see all of these blockchains are interconnected thanks to Celer Bridge, right? So that's pretty cool if you ask me. As you scroll further below, 135 token support. So it support pretty much a majority of the tokens that people know and love, and you can go through this list to see if your favorite token is on the list, so that you can transfer that through the Celer Bridge, right? If you scroll further below, you can see more information, including the social media information, along with the fact that you can learn additional information from external third-party sources as well, which are connected to Celer, right? So overall, a pretty solid project that has a huge potential. So going to the CoinMarketCap page for this token is currently ranked 157th by market cap and CoinMarketCap, and it's currently trading at 2.4 cents at the time I'm making this video. So it's clearly a very low sticker price token, which is a good thing because a lot of newcomers will find it easier and cheaper to buy this token from any centralized exchange. Therefore, this token has a high chance of being bought by a lot of newbies in the next bull market, right? And if you see, the token price surprisingly has been going down in the past 24 hours. This is down by 9.36%, close to 10% decrease in the past 24 hours. This is actually really surprising and a very unusual phenomenon, because usually after a Coinbase announcement, which Coinbase did announce today that they'll be listing Celer tomorrow, and using a Coinbase announcement, you can kind of gauge how the token price will perform, because after a Coinbase announcement, usually you get the token to go in green because a lot of people are trying to buy this token from multiple exchanges in anticipation for the Coinbase listing. And once the Coinbase listing happens, they dump the token and take profits, right? So you can make some really good short-term gains by doing this. You can actually watch the videos that I covered yesterday and the day before to check out how you can identify tokens before they get listed on exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase, and I've provided you with a really good technique which I'll go through in much more detail in my future videos. So if you like this, please hit the like button and follow my channel for more subsequent good quality content on how you can get ahead of yourself when it comes to buying tokens before they get listed on major exchanges, right? So clearly this token does not have that phenomenon happening to it. Why is nobody buying this token? We can go through that in a few seconds, but clearly this token is still not noticed either, or probably people are not really caring that much when it comes to the Celer token. But this is still a good opportunity for people to buy this token right now and then sell it tomorrow morning once Coinbase has listed this token, right? But again, this is not financial advice, please do your own research. When it comes to the token itself, this token is available on multiple different blockchains as well. Let's say for example on Ethereum as an ERC20 token and several other blockchains. You can click on the more button here. It's available on Binance Smart Chain, or BNB Chain, Moonbeam, Oasis Network, as well as Metis and Ramda. You can basically use the contract addresses for this token in these chains through coin market cap, right? So that's pretty cool. The market cap is only $174 million, which is extremely low if you ask me. This project aims to do a lot more in the future, and it is one of the most popular and reputed and fast growing blockchains out there. So the market cap will definitely hit at least $250 million in the next year to 2 years, and that's going to be a good opportunity for you to make some good gains, because when the market cap goes up, the price of the token as well goes up, right? So you can clearly see that the market cap is also shrinking. It seems like people are not really enthusiastic to buy this token before the Coinbase listing, but this is the opportunity that you could take to make some quick buck tomorrow, right? So if you scroll further below, the max supply, and this is one of the negatives of this project, so you're kind of like venturing into the negative territory. You can clearly see that the max supply is 10 billion tokens, which is a huge supply. Obviously this is not a scarce token. There's a lot of tokens circulating, which is explaining why the sticker price of this token is only 2.4 cents, right? But if you see, the circulating supply is 71% of the max supply. So clearly it's not all that bad. I think even though scarcity is not fully built into the system, about 71% of the tokens are already in the market right now, or already circulating right now, which means only the remaining 29% that will be dumped into the market will cause some price slumping for this token. But even that will only cause a price slumping to the midterm wise, right? It won't affect this token in the long term, because in the long term, once all the tokens are in circulation, then this token has a good opportunity to pump extremely hard, because there's no factors, external factors such as tokenomics, pumping the token price down, right? So definitely the token supply is quite huge, but the circulating supply is pretty much close to 71%, which is pretty crazy if you ask me, which shows that a lot of tokens are already in circulation. Thereby this project does not have a high risk of dumping because of its tokenomics, right? So if you scroll further below, you can clearly see the charts. And again, as I said, it seems like this token is having a lackluster performance after the Coinbase announcement has been made, which again still gives you a really good opportunity to make some short-term gains. You can already see that in the bottom right section of this chart, the token is already starting to climb upwards. So you just need to make sure that you buy this in the negative or in the red area, which is going to be the best opportunity to buy this token. And since this token is red, in theory this is the best time to buy this token, but you have to do your own research, right? So when it comes to the price action, this token has been around for quite some time. In fact, it made its launch in Binance. I can recollect that the token was literally sold for a fraction of a cent, and it literally has performed extremely well in the past few bull markets. If you see, the token was worth 2.3 cents as of 26th of March 2019, and then kind of like dumped down, reaching less than 1 cent, and then kind of like moved sideways, moved upwards, reaching its all-time low of about 0.001 dollars per token as of 6th of May 2020, and it was kind of moving sideways, occasionally making some small bumps here and there, nothing crazy, until 18th of January 2021, which was when this token reached from $0.008 dollars per token to an all-time high of its first all-time high of 9 cents per token as of 26th of March 2021, and then it kind of crashed down, reaching a 2 cent mark support, and then ballistically going to its current all-time highs of 18 cents per token. Imagine buying this token at less than 1 cent and then selling it for 18 cents, right? So that's pretty crazy gains if you ask me. And this all-time high was reached on 27th of September 2021, and then kind of crashed down since then, making relative lows of 3 cents per token before making one small dead cat bounce of about 7 cents per token before crashing down. During the recent crash, this token reached a relative lows of about 1.2 cents per token. If you had bought this token at that time, you would have doubled your money by now, right? So again, you can clearly see that for the long term, for the people who are in the long term goal for this token, you are still buying this token at a huge discount since this token made its all-time high. But now, if you're trying to make a short-term gain, you're still going to be able to make some small gains because of the Coinbase listing, right? But be very careful, because once Coinbase has listed this token, the token will start dumping even further, and therefore you have to get in and get out quickly, right? But when you're trying to buy this token for the long term, I'd suggest you to hold off on this, because you can still buy this token at 1.5 cents per token after the Coinbase listing. Again, this is not financial advice, this is my personal opinion, guys. When it comes to markets, obviously there's a lot of liquidity and volume for this token, because Binance, which was the first place this token was listed on through an IEO, is the main liquidity and volume provider for this token, right? Apart from that, Get.io, KuCoin, Binance US, as well as Bithumb and OKX also have listed this token, including Crypto.com. So you can basically buy this token from multiple different exchanges due to a lot of volume, as well as liquidity in multiple centralized exchanges, right? You can also see that this token provides a really good arbitrage opportunity, because certain exchanges do list this token for a little bit of a premium price. You can basically buy this token from a exchange where it's cheaper and sell it in another exchange where you can make a really good short-term arbitrage profit, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token has some really strong fundamentals. It has a huge max supply, but its circulating supply is nearing its max supply. There's lots of opportunities for people to build really cool dApps on this blockchain, which means people who hold this token will be benefiting greatly in the long term. I can definitely see this project as a long-term project for people who want to make some really short-term gains. You also have arbitrage opportunities, and with the Coinbase listing going to happen tomorrow, and since this token is for some reason not really pumping right now, you can still buy a small bag just for your experimental purposes and then sell it once the Coinbase listing happens tomorrow, right? In very rare cases, even after the Coinbase listing, the token doesn't really pump, so that's a risk that you may have to bear. But again, please do your research before you get into that token. My short-term price prediction is that after tomorrow, this token will dump even further, reaching a price of 1.3 to 1.5 cents per token. And then in the long term, by the next bull market, this token can cross its previous all-time high, reaching new all-time highs of 20 to 25 cents per token, right? Which will be a really cool gain if you are buying this token at 1 cent per token, right? But again, that's just my opinion, guys, not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? Again, remember, guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you liked my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.